don't sign this thing, the whole country is going to get blown up.
Is that Trump wanted to use the nuclear codes, and General Dan Kane stood up and said no.
Quote unquote, lots of bombs start going off.
The president isn't bluffing.
And cue the fire and breaking news. You have no idea what is happening or how close we are to pushing the button. I will get into that. You know, when you have friends, you have some connections, and you're like, hey, how's it going? They're like, you know, they can't say anything, but just, Now it's like, and I heard rumors that Trump wants to drop the bomb. And I'm like, come on. And then I hear, just watch when people leave the meetings with Trump, like generals. Guess I'll have to look at that. Let me just tell you, it's not good. And hey, it is now 85 seconds to midnight, the doomsday clock. You guys may want to bump that. I think 85 seconds is pushing it. And you know how yesterday I said today is going to be worse than yesterday? And the day before? Well, welcome to today. Also enjoy today, because tomorrow's going to be worse. I mean, it's official. The world is now experiencing. Yes, but the stock market went up. Its biggest energy crisis in history. And it's going to get worse. For those of you that are like, bravo, bro, relax. He's playing 4D chess. You just don't get it. I mean, when he nukes Iran, are you going to be like, yes, this is where you want to like really mix it up? And even the things that he posts, like, no, I'm not. I am willing to risk giving up my rights and privileges as a citizen. No. Making Israel's swimming pool is a no. First, we got to dig it out. Also in this video, I am going to show you, once again, it is the yachts and it is the have-nots. War happens to be part of it. Tariffs have to be part of it. Taxes will be part of it. Inflation will be part of it. Then I will wrap this all up in a beautiful bow and hand it to you, and you're like, I'm not buying it. Okay, all right. Sometimes denial is a sweet thing. A part of this denial that you might be in, Trump is saying, I am going to bomb them. I think they have minutes left, and the people that have minutes left don't care.
Deal isn't done. The deal that we made, that I'm going to take out their bridges and their power plants. He went on to say, if they don't sign this thing, the whole country is going to get blown up. Now, Iran's foreign ministry spokesperson today held a press conference saying the Iranians have not yet agreed to talks on Tuesday and that they are currently reviewing U.S. proposals. Guys?
So there's a chance, Trey, that we have a vice president going 18 hours to Pakistan to meet with an empty room.
Yes. At this point, the Iranians say they've not yet agreed to attend these talks on Tuesday. And overnight, state media was saying the talks weren't even going to take place. He was very clear. They are going to sign on the dotted line, or he's going to target their bridges and power plants. And it's a decision that Iranian officials have to make. And I'm told by regional sources today there is a divide among Iranian leadership about what to do and whether or not to call the president's bluff. But the president isn't bluffing.
Did you catch that? The whole country will be blown up. He's not bluffing. Also, if you happen to be leaving your trades open at market close, you're cuckoo. Also, I want you to listen to something for 3 seconds. You're not going to understand. I'll explain it. It's a big deal.
Or whiskey, India.
What you're hearing is our military blasting out over 100 messages. These are not good messages. These are emergency action messages, high frequencies, and they have to do with nukes. These are going to nuclear bombers, nuclear submarines, and bicycles. And they usually carry them on their back while they're riding. And this at a time that the doomsday plane, see, you want this thing on the ground. It is still in flight, currently flying over the Atlantic Ocean. This is not good. They have this plane after the White House is destroyed. Also, we're not really hearing anything out of the White House. Like, what's going on, you guys? What you're seeing right now, because I know in the comments, oh, this is just a training exercise. This is not a training exercise. Oh, and just in case you want to fact check me on everything that I'm saying, I just did. Grok says yes. And this is a former CIA guy, which then matches up with some rumors, not true, that I've heard. Let's listen in.
Recognize they've got some problems. They got to try to deal with it. And then there was a report out that they had an emergency meeting Saturday night. And apparently, well, one report coming out of that meeting at the White House is that Trump wanted to use the nuclear codes, and General Dan Kane stood up and said no. He invoked his privilege as the head of the military, so to speak. It was apparently quite a blow up. There are pictures of Kane coming out of that meeting with his head down to the ground. So, you know, there's some very, very bizarre things going on in D.C.
Just in case you want to know who the general is, it's that guy right there. A little close-up shot of him. That's General Kane. And then let me show you after that meeting, which I told you. Got to be quick with your eyes, but this is someone with, yeah, that's not good. One more shot. Not good again. Because once again, he is not in favor of making Iran Israel's swimming pool or island, or blowing it up so much it expands the Strait of Hormuz so much you can park your yacht there. Want to know how the peace talks are not going? Just listen to what the not going Iranians are saying. They're like, no. Trump's like, no, it's good. It's all good. They agreed to everything. Don't go long. Let's pump these markets. Look at this. Iran will not participate in peace talks on Wednesday. Meanwhile, Trump says, we're almost at a point where like, bruh, shut up. This is extremely bad for markets. No, it's not. Don't please. I know it's crazy. You're like, this actually will affect the stock market. No, it won't. It might just briefly. But if, let's just say he passed of lead poisoning, like one of our former presidents did the market go up or down? It went up. It went up that week. I mean, the first day they're like, oh, that's it. Then, no, here we go. You're like, we're moving into 5D chess. And real quick, something's going on with X's audio like this.
Primero hay que conocer cuál.
But when I scroll down, I don't know. This is like it's confirmed. Something bad is happening. I click on your audio, bro. What? You're up. You're up all the way. Let's go. Nothing. Sorry. So just no, it's bad. You have to remove the audio, and I've already done 3 different clips. None of them. I'm just going to say maybe it's too much for the interwebs. So now we have that. And I had mentioned the yachts and the have-nots. We have the banking system. We have the stock market. We have these things that are not good for you, but they just constantly are amazing for elites, and nothing gets done. Actually, you see Nick Shirley, there's a law like, you can't look under the rug. That poor kid is going to be jailed. Banking giants accused of linking Iranian money laundering, HSBC, Standard Chartered. We got BNY Mellon. I know you're like, I don't bank there. I know the HSBC thing, processing millions of payments. And they're like, what payments? I really think a bank's going to get in trouble. The elites don't. I mean, the elites could have an island fantasy island with children and film it and not get in trouble. The system is so bad. Again, it's the yachts, it's the have-nots, and they'll tell you it's all planned out too. Just to let you know. Make sure, and I've been saying this, go to school, get good grades, go to college, right? Get a job. Do the elites do that? No. Yes, they do. They go to school. There is not one president. You go back to the 1776, no presidents will allow their children to go to your schools. Carter maybe for a few years, but that was a one-off. Really think the elites are going to allow their children to be indoctrinated with their stuff? No. The elites are in charge. They make the money. They make the rules. They tell you to do this. They do the opposite. I don't care who is in power. It's like I'm for you. I don't Democrat, Republican, Independent. And you're like, yeah, he's for me. I've been trained to go to college, get degrees, work really hard. And then you have those lazy people over there taking from me. Yeah. And then those two people fight and argue and put the next one and the next one and the system continues. The 1% take all. I mean, walk through this scenario. Let's impose tariffs. Before you even do it, you know what the Supreme Court's going to do. It's unconstitutional. We're going to do it anyways. How many times do politicians do that? Every single time. I also don't want you to think I'm throwing heat on Trump it's all of them. Also, don't be expecting any refund checks because of tariffs, because it's unlawful, because they knew this. But anywho, I take this $20 and they're like, nope, slap tariffs. We're going to build this in America because you're going to work for $1 an hour. But anywho, it's going to work. So they slap tariffs on me. I'm charging $20 and they're like, we're going to charge you a $20 tariff. Oh, guess what? This is now $40. I'm not paying it. We're not. Business owners don't. So now this is $40. And now this is unlawful. And all of this money that I have paid to the tariff thing comes back to me. Thank you. Let me do a little check mark in the box for business. Hey, so I charge you more, 40. Okay, I was charging 20. Now it's 40. And now I get, wow, his hair is really orange. I'm sorry, ADHD, and my settings are all, is that why I'm so red? Everything yellow around here is orange, but this is, right? You guys know what that is. That's an asset. You collect that. Anywho, that was a squirrel. My point is, okay, so now I make more, $20 more. They give me more. What? And I'm charging 40? What? Breaking news. Let's put a little check mark in the box over there for, hey, prices keep going up. Hey, inflation, it's only 2%. Nothing to see here. Also, I wonder, of all these billions, if not $1 trillion that you're not going to get, how much of this is fraud, too? It won't be investigated because you'll be like Nick Shirley and go to jail. So how's your gas prices, right? You don't even look at all these other prices because you're like, man, this is crazy. You almost forget about, but it's okay, guys. It's maybe gone up 2%. And the orange guy says it's just part of the plan. It's the 4D chess. You just got to suck it up. 2 weeks. I cannot wait to do this 2-week joke for 20 years. The world is now experiencing its biggest energy crisis in history. 600 million barrels of lost oil supply. Gas prices are up 47% and going higher. Well, you don't know that they're going to go higher, Bravo. Well, Iran says it is. A news agency, yes, but Trump says the war's over. There is no nukes. Bombed everything. Reports that Iran plans to strike the following targets. Oh, taking a total of 32% of global supply offline. This hasn't happened yet. Again, for the yachts, they're good. The have-nots, not so good. The people like Nick and me who bring this to you, we always get in trouble. I can only show you a brief clip of this because Nick put audio on it. Let's just say the yachts don't like him.
What do you think about the Stop Nick Shirley Act?
I think you're a psycho scam artist.
So Nick is a psycho scam artist. I'm just a scammer. And again, I just wanted to tell you guys, I don't care who it is. Democrats, Republicans. The chick is the mayor of Philadelphia. She says that she can tax your Uber rides whenever she wants to because she's in charge. And it's just something about those people that are in charge. I can only listen to these people for about 5 seconds. Let's see how long it takes until your blood boils. And then we're like, I think 5. That's it.
How dare you tell me?
Okay, that's about as far as I got. Also, none of that I just talked about, it's not helpful. It doesn't help you. But I have to show you the problem and go, it's not going away. This is so sad to say, especially as a Christian, that today's a great day. We're alive, everything's good, which most people are not. Actually, there's more population on the planet now than ever. I mean, you could probably add up everyone that's ever been since Adam and Eve, and we're like, it's a lot. So life is good. But if you're not to the 1%, it's not going to be better. I know that sounds really bad. Well, Bravo, you know that the eye of the camel, and he has a needle, and and he's going to thread it. Rich guy that tries to use the camel to thread it goes to hell. So I'm very familiar. I was a theology major, but thank you. Like me to break it down for you in the Greek or Hebrew? Anywho, I'm fixing this here, kids. The income needed to buy a typical U.S. home has increased 80% in 6 years. Let that sink in. Your income gone up 80%. I'm just going to side with yes, because you click the subscribe button and I've helped you increase your income 80%. Also, every single day on this channel, I tell you, buy assets. Yes, but you don't know. Buy assets. But the market, buy assets. Gold, silver, Bitcoin, real estate, the correct kind. And then trade equities. And understand this. What is this? Oh, it's a green line that just went vertical and hit the yellow one. That on April 1st, I said, I know someone that's going to put $1 million in on this trade. How do you know that? Well, you just click on an indicator. Man, with all this war, right? Look at that green. Isn't that crazy? You are topping, my friend. Actually, on the channel, right? I said, go here, go, or I don't care. Any of these, get in. But you're below the 200. Get in. And then I said there was a get out, like profit, get out. Come on. On every single indice, you had the 789. It hit my Bravo zone. So beautiful. And then on that day, I remember April 1st, I launched my brand new course. So you guys can trade this all day long. And futures, you guys made some money. On one contract right here, 52,785. Close the position. You don't have to tip me. Teach you how to do it every single day. I even upload. I traded today. I'll show you what I did. That way you can do it. And I'm leaving. I'm never gonna tell you guys. I came across. That's why I call it stock market money glitch. Actually, it's a crypto glitch that's just mind blowing. So if you want to make your digits go up, link in the description. New course is $299. If the codes are out, because I can't. I'm sorry, I just can't. Too many emails. In Black Friday and when I launch a new course, sometimes it's 3 emails a minute, which is tough on a marriage. I'm just saying, do you have to be on that all day long? Do you have to eat? But let's learn how to make your digits go up every single day. And with that, I do love you and have a blessed week. See you tomorrow.